Now a WGN Investigates update. Kids in crisis forced to sleep in offices because they have no place else to go. It's a problem we've been reporting for several years now.
That's right, but as investigative reporter Ben Bradley found, little's changed. Ben?
Ray and Dina, when we first showed you these heartbreaking images of kids in DCFS care sleeping on the floors of state offices, the governor and others called the conditions unacceptable. Now, 2 years later, we've obtained new pictures that show about all that's changed is the addition of a blow-up mattress. Is that ever supposed to happen?
No, never. That's why we have emergency shelters.
It's been 2 years since we first broadcast these images showing how kids in crisis were spending the night in DCFS care, on couches, even on the floor of state offices.
DCFS has done nothing on this since you first broke this story a couple of years ago.
Let's go back to 2019 and the response to our original reports.
It's unacceptable that we have kids who are forced to sleep in a makeshift conference room / sleeping area when we should have the shelter beds available.
For me, it is unacceptable for a child to be in our office without a safe, nurturing home for any amount of nights.
A little air mattress on the floor.
2 years later, WGN Investigates has obtained new images that appear to show the only things that have changed are that kids are now sleeping in the offices of private agencies contracted by DCFS, and they're given an air mattress.
It's still happening. It's worse now.
In the last 6 months of 2019, 54 kids in DCFS care spent the night in a state office. In all of last year, the number ballooned to 129, and it continues to happen at a similar pace this year. 52 kids have had to spend at least one night in the office of either DCFS or a private agency.
It's nice for the governor to say this is unacceptable and outrageous and we're going to fix it, but he hasn't expanded the placement capacity, which is what he has to do. It's not rocket science. Not rocket science. Expand the placement capacity for these kids.
Cook County Public Guardian Charles Goldberg says his office has found kids aren't just sleeping in offices during the first night of a domestic crisis.
How long are kids spending in these offices?
Anywhere from 1 to 2 days to 1 to 2 weeks. There have been kids 10 days, 11 days, and during this time, these kids have nothing. There's no therapy, no counseling, no activities, no recreation, rarely go outside, no schooling, no school. The kids, they sit around on the air mattress on the floor and play with their phone all day and all nights.
The Department of Children and Family Services declined to talk to us on camera, but released a statement that reads in part, keeping children in offices is unacceptable, unless no other options are available. DCFS insists many office stays lasted only a few hours while searching for a proper placement, but the agency acknowledged finding an immediate placement for a child was more challenging during the height of the pandemic as caregivers were hesitant to accept youth due to health and safety concerns. But do you remember what the DCFS director told us 2 years ago?
We're working closely with our community partners to develop the resources and support we need to make sure that these things don't happen again.
What DCFS has done since then is essentially rent space from private partners, not licensed, outfitted, and staffed shelter space, just space that we're told is supervised by a DCFS worker, frequently on overtime. Oh, and they gave it a wonderfully warm-sounding name. They call it a welcome center.
So welcome centers are offices, children sleeping on the floor of offices, but some bureaucrat from DCFS took a crayon and a piece of cardboard and wrote welcome center and put it at the entrance. That's all a welcome center is. It's offices.
DCFS told us now, just as they did in 2019, the agency is working to increase the number of emergency shelter beds, residential beds, and foster homes. The Cook County Public Guardian insists the shortage of shelter space dates back years, as do DCFS's promises to fix it.
So Ben, in the piece you mentioned people can stay for a day up to maybe 2 weeks. Some of those images look like they'd been there for a long time. There were balloons and lots of personal information, lots of personal stuff. How long are most of the kids spending there? Is this just happening occasionally?
So that's a key question. DCFS says many kids are only spending a night there. But when we asked for data, actual information, how long are these kids spending there, they couldn't provide it.
Sad state.
And in
for those
2 years,
children.
why not build a shelter somewhere where they can stay?
Yeah.
Thanks,
All right,
Ben.
Ben. All right, let's change gears here. Warmer weather will return later in the week, but with it comes a chance for more rain and storms. Tom Skilling's full forecast less than 10 minutes away.
Plus, Cubans take to the streets